Good morning, everybody. It's Ian here from the Sports Card Side Hustle and Cards IQ. Happy Monday. Hope you enjoyed a great weekend of football. Some big games happened this weekend. And I wanted to cover to you today, kind of make it a Sports Card Side Hustle tip or a pro tip that we're giving you, covering the eBay authentication program. And I wanted to give more details that I often see people argue about, dispute, not believe. But the authenticity and program and the inspection that it goes through is not just for authenticity. And I'm going to show you proof today and why this can help you if you are a buyer of raw cards, especially, and you're buying that card raw with the goal to increase the value, whether it's to flip it, resell it soon, or just have a higher value card because you were willing to take that slight risk of buying it raw. And I'll tell you why I say slight in this process, because I continue to push and give the data on the few things that you can focus on that will help ensure that you have a very high rate of success. Things like gem rate. If a gem rate is well above 60% or up in the 60s, 70s to 80, and then you are using these tools in combination with it, like ChatGPT to estimate the grade, because it's really good at the centering is what I'm finding. The centering, and that one's hard to tell by eye sometimes based on the card. And then with the eBay authentication program, because if a seller lists that card as without any flaws, or at least near mint or better, or mint, they do a comparison. I'm going to show you right here. So you see this processing return on my Drake London and Michael Penix Color Blast Duo from 2024. I was stoked to get this card. I was happy with the price I got. Maybe somebody saw something better in the photo, saw issues in the photos better than I did, because the auction ended a lot lower than the previous sale. Let's take a look. So I won this card in auction with a snipe, but there was a fair number of bids. It was nothing abnormal about the auction, or they didn't list it poorly. But if you go in, here's the photos. I did run them through ChatGPT. It did not find any surface issues, maybe because of glare or whatever. But then when you go to the inspection details, these guys did a great job. So I'll tell you, I took a screen capture here because I wasn't sure what it would let me save after the fact of the process. But when this initially popped up this morning as I woke up, it actually gave me the option. So if it's not authentic, if it is authentic, if it passes authenticity with a green for verified, but it is failing for another reason, or something else did not match the accuracy of the listing, then it will tell you. So, and then it gives you the option to reject it or say, no, I would like a refund, or no, I would like to still accept the item. For me, because of my goals and what I'm trying to do, and this isn't just for PC, I said, no, I have to reject it, and I would like the refund, and now they're processing the refund. So right here, the authenticator says, I verified your item's authentic. I also observed that the item has minor issues that were not specified in the listing. Okay, now this to me looks like a drop-down choice they have to choose, because it just gave three big categories. I think it had minor crease or a little flaw in the how the card came out, that it had like a crease or bend in it. It definitely wasn't folded or torn. So they chose the card received has minor creases, bends, folds, or torn, and it gives images. So that's how that process works. For those of you that think like, man, I can still get screwed over with the grade when I buy raw, look for this authenticity guarantee for cards that go over $250. It'll have that stamp on the sale, on the listing. Okay, I can easily find one for you, but this should have it. Yeah, authenticity guarantee right there. I go into one of my saved queries for searches what I'm looking for. Here's another Color Blast authenticity guarantee. That means if I were to purchase this card, even if it says final sale on it, like this one, yes, these guys could say final sale, but it has to match the description within reason. It can't have undisclosed damage for a collectible like this, okay? eBay's not allowing that with their authenticity program. So it has to be authentic, and it has to match the listing. So I want everybody to know that and what a tool that can be. So if you combine that with checking gem rate so that you know the set has good quality control, you check that the listing doesn't disclose any flaws and it doesn't have a lower grade in it, like excellent. People, you got to realize excellent's only equivalent to a 5 or 6. So if it says at least near mint or better or the top choice, and it doesn't disclose then any flaws or damage, go for it if that's a card that you want. And also check that gem rate. If the gem rate is like below 50%, then maybe it's very common to be off center and people don't notice that easily. All right, so use those tools, use that authenticity program, that authenticity guarantee, and know that that's how it's going to look. That you're going to get, it's either just going to come straight through to you, everything was good, or even if authentic, you could get a listing accuracy discrepancy with a issue found, and it will disclose that issue and give you the chance to take the refund or still accept the card. All right, please let me know if you have any questions. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, and please have a good week all. Great week coming into the holidays. And please give me some comments too, or let me know, like, does my process make sense? Do you have some more ideas, more inputs? Disagree, agree? Thanks, everyone. Take care.